Good day, welcome to Multinet Design. In this tutorial, we are starting another project entirely, which is fundamentally a bungalow design that I want to use to teach a Revit beginner. This is for you if you are starting as a Revit beginner, so you are going to learn a lot of things, how to create a fundamental basic floor plan design here. So I'm using a particular example from a different country entirely, from the way a foreign country create their own, especially from Australia. So this will be a good assessment for you, and it's kind of a project that I did for somebody from a school in Australia there. So he refused to pay, so I'm using this as an opportunity to teach. So from here, if you are new to this, you have a file. So architecture, these are the things that you need. So most especially when you are designing as an architect, this is your own menu. So whatever you have here is what you are going to use. If you are a structural designer, this is what you use at this point. But in all this, we are not going to use most of this because we are not going to do into detail of structuring. So if you want to know how to design particularly, this channel is for you. So if you are new to this channel, kindly subscribe. So before we proceed and we start the whole project. So but this is one of the quality design that I've ever made, so I want to make sure that everybody learns. So click on the basic wall on this. So in Australia, what they use is that they have this is the type of the wall they use, 200 mm. So this is their generic wall, but for the height of unconnected wall, everything is what generally a 3 meter something. So you go to the elevation. So you have all the elevation markers, everything being done open. So you have here a project browser that is available. So let's say you mistakenly delete your project browser. Do not be panicking, don't be frightened. So what you just need to do is to come to view. So when you get to view, you just come to user interface and you deduct this mark back. So the moment you put it back, it starts again. So the same thing you repeat in this place too. Anywhere you want, you have a mistake like that. So you get it done and return it back to the position where you are. So as I was saying, we have according to this template of which I use, so I have level 1, level 2 sites. Then we have ceiling level, east, west, so southwest, like that. So you have it, and if you are doing schedule and quantity, this is for you, but the scope of this is not going to get to that level. So what we want to do is just to teach a basic level of plan and graphics activities. So sorry for delaying a bit, so just like to explain everything for everybody to understand. So now let us start the project properly. So click on architecture, then you click on wall. So at this junction, what you need to do is that you need to reduce this particular height to normal height of the building. So height of the building is going to be 3000. So that is where your wall is going to be. So you click on that and draw the wall. So obviously we are not going to dwell too much on so many things here, but just focus as we are designing this so that you'll be able to understand what we are doing. So I put the wall down here on the level. So this is what I want to create. I want to create the first to create it in room, which is what's living. So you type 7,100. That is the size of the living room. So the next one is to create a bedroom for something so special. So I'm creating that one now. So I have this bedroom which is called to 3,100. Let's enter. So you can continue the process like that until you get to the level where you need. So I'm getting this one will be 4,350. So please enter. So I think I've created something like that. So you dug it on until you have it like, okay, the whole length of the building should be around 20,000 millimeter. So you close it up like this. So this is what you have as a reference before you start the partitioning of inside. So I have done with this one now. The next thing I wanted to do is now to be creating all these things into space. So you need to take your time and watch everything one after the other. So now the next thing to do, as I have been saying, is that you need to divide every other spaces into segment. So now what we do is that we want to work on the whole area that needs what attention. So for the next thing I need to do is that I want to create a little bit recess from here. So from here now you get another one which is also equal to, so you have it a space, let it give you something, so give it in that manner. So the next thing you need to do now is to close this gap up and open this one down. So what you do, you draw this down. So the way Australia apartment look is more different from every region of the world have their own way of design. So in this part of our world, in Africa here, we follow most of our privacy. Everything is being concluded in a closed sector. So what I mean is that if you are dealing with dining, you are dealing with the living room, you don't open them up, unlike in a foreign land where you can have your kitchen, dining, everything in place. So it's that kind of design we are going to do here, but we also use graphics to separate them. So if you are the one that need to understand that one, this is particular episode of design is for you. So what you do next is that you click on this and you create another wall. So from here now, so when you put it there, so you understand the fundamental rules. So you allow this one and you say 4,200, I think would be okay for that. So we are creating a room, we are creating different kinds of room at this level. So you need to have a garage, so that the things that you need. So you click there, let this one come down a little bit. So let it come down a little bit. So here now you create another similar by creating this one. So the funniest thing is that all the block work are not going to be the same all over. What they want to do here is that we have different block work and a block size for different position and different scene entirely. So I'm defining this one from here. So that is one. So I'm creating another. So I'm having it from here now. Creating another. And I drop it here, or like let's say 2. So let it just be coming down like this. So I think I'm done with that. So next thing I need to focus my attention is how I will demonstrate the inner part and create every other segment. So now at this situation, the only thing you need to do and focus your attention on is how to create the room and demarcate them successfully, so that you'll be able to have a good feeling for what you are designing. So drag this down to this point. So you create a little bit, so you start defining them. So I'm having now here. The next thing I need to create is the general toilets that come from every part. So this is the function of design. So most of the houses there are not what a suit like the way we used to think of. So they are economized with their surfaces area. So you click there, separate this from here and separate this from here. So what you do next, join this together with this very closed. Okay, that is the point. So from here now, do another drawing. So shift this one a little bit inside here. So what we do is that we create here by dragging this a little bit down. Then you break this into 2. So trim this and trim this. So you are going to be seeing the function of each space as we are here now. So we've created this one. This is one room. This is another room. So we have another room here. Drag this up. This is another room. and this is another. This is 1, 2, and another bedroom at this function. So I think we have 3 bedrooms. Now the next thing we to create is the entrance to the whole house. So what do is that you start this from this proper perspective. So you create it, which is equals to this. You say create similar, then you start dragging it from somewhere around the kitchen. Just do it this way. Good. So as you have it in that space, what else did you need to do is that you need to focus your attention on how this will be for you. So just have a temporary dimension so that you not be confused. You not confuse yourself with what is unique and necessary. So we have that in place. So I'm reducing this to something like 4,100. Good. So this one is coming down to 1,950. So then I leave this one is a garage process, and it's still like that. So this garage is going to be there in that way. So I'm going to leave it. I'm going to let it be of its own use and space, so a car can drag in and drive out. So I've done with that. So next thing is that I need to still create more. So when you are designing things like this, it involves creative mind. So you may make mistake, but yet it is not the end, because as a beginner you need to learn a lot through mistake of what you are doing. So don't beat yourself around it. You may even be working and your whole system crash. So you start again from that point. So you don't give up on things that you need really in your life. So let's just say I want to delete that one. So I want to focus more on what I want to create here. So the next thing I want to create is that I want to have a patio at the front. So how will I do that? I'm going to create using the fundamental of floor plan here. So I'm going to create this one here by saying let the patio be here. So just create it and let it attach to this. So after which you can now create the whole entire. Do not bother about that. We're going to remove it. So just create the entire floor for the design. Good. So select that aspect. Then you need to draw a free hand because the garage has its own level. So you bring this out. So where leg pass, that is pedestrian side, is going to be here as well. And then you close this up. So what you do, you can reduce this size and do a lot of things that you need to do is necessary. So what we do here is reduce this one and remove this from the whole space. Good. So what you do now is that you drag this a little bit back. So click finish. So the floor, the house are setting. So the next thing you need to do now is that you are now going to be putting those space in order. So all these things that you look like okay, they have no meaning now, they are not going to be making sense. So the next thing we want to do is to start bringing the door into the use. So the first I want to do is to put the internal door into where it's supposed to be. So I'm starting this one. This is the door. It's going to be here. So we have one door there. So another door at this junction. Some of these doors are still going to be edited and still going to rearrange. So just focus, follow the lead step by steps. So you are going to get there. So this is the door that you have been creating. You have created it again. And you have another door here. So what do you do again? You have another door here. What do you do again? You have another door here. The lead outside. So I think those doors are what are a little bit okay. So we create this for the master room. We create the toilets. and the back. So you have this one spread out like this. So I think we are okay. We are going one after the other. Now you need to break this one into two, because like I've said, the white people's house always have the much of door and not in their way, unlike the way we do here in Africa. So when you are defending or designing things like this, you need to understand the process and the rules. Good. So you have this space in place. So this one is open, and it's open completely. So the next thing is that you need to create a kitchen, which is going to be something for you. So we are going to use some of templates to work on this one, and sometimes we use another thing. So now we want to go to door. So click on door again, ask for, what is it called? This time around you load a family of door. So I'm going to desktop. I think I have metrics which I use to show the library. So I'm going to get door. So here I'm going to use external. Let me check for external door, and I'm using sliding. So is there any sliding door around here? You have double flush. So double assembly, single. So I don't think we have sliding in this place. So I have garage timber, which is okay. Garage panel. So there's still sliding here, but let me just click on garage door, so that I'll be able not to come back again and be selecting things that are not even selectable. So click here and say okay. So let it upload. I told you I've been making use of this library for many years. So you put the garage here. You have make it to have 2 layers, so that's good. So that is the garage for you. So the next thing you need to work on now is to bring in the doors again. So go back to the door and search for internal door. So internal door, let's say, did you have single door? I say concept. You go back again. External bifrost. So external door. So double acting. I think this one can be something. This one is a flush door. So there is no. Okay, now I have sliding panel. So good. So I'm using this. So you can now save this one. So I'm going to click this one and save the drawing and save the project, create new projects like that at that aspect, and you name it what? Assessments Australia. Australia. Good. So you copy this, can copy it like that. Ctrl C, then you paste it. You just click inside and place it here. Ctrl V. So you don't need to do double work on the arranging. So you're done with that. So you bring the door here and you place it here. Beautiful. So this one stands and is completed. You can edit this door by editing every other profiling method. So you can just say 1800. So here is 2100, and whatever you want to do there and fix some permanent. So that is that on that level. So we have this in place. Now let us work on the graphics ability, so that everything is changing and everything will make meaning and make sense for you. So as we have done with the door, let us continue to edit a little bit of this door. So click here and say double click this one and say duplicate, say, so call it toilet door, that is toilet door. Click there. So change this here, say 750, which is okay. Change this one, say 2100, which is okay. Click OK here. So as you click OK here, So you do this, you do the same thing here. Everywhere you know that they have the toilets, they are using toilet door, just select that and just click on the toilet and everything will transform to that point. So you can create the same toilet here, click here and say create similar, so you bring it here as well. So this is the next, this is what we do here. So the next thing is now we need to be bringing templates into this position. So I'm creating components here. So search for the component and see the one that is fitable. So if you do not see anyone that is accountable for what you need to do, what you just need to go is to select, because you are doing a free, remember, it's only when you have, what is it called, the template folder that you are using. But this one I'm starting from what? From level 0. So now you need to just go to component and say load in family. So loading family, as I have it in my matrix, so you can get it done like that. So as I've said before, most of you that need matrix and you need to follow me or need some template that I have here, I have many templates here. So if you need it to me to send to you, all I said is that click on join button, be a member of the channel, you pay according to the YouTube. I've already given the opportunity, then you start gaining advantage as it didn't fit. So that is what you do here. So I'm going to use entourage furniture. So here furniture is what I want to start with. So I'm going to start with this stance bed. So let it be upgraded. So I'm having this one, that's the bed one. You have another bed and you have another bed. So I have uploaded that one. Then you go again to go and load another component. This time around you want to load sofa. So furniture, you still want to use sofa and chair. So here I want to click on this, anyone that is no, I'm using this particular sofa now. Upgrade it. So I'm going to place it here. Then again press space bar to rotate, then place this one here. So that is that one. So I'm going to bring a kitchen cabinet into this place where I have it. So let me just check whether it's possible. So here, go back here again and then say furniture or library. So from the library go to entourage, or there's a furniture. I think furniture should have domestic, office, fitting, domestic. Let's go to domestic. It's not there. So I don't think there's finished furniture like that. So let us go to specialist, sustainable, family, annotate, balustrade, curtain wall, detail components. So maybe it might be here. No, it cannot be, because these are annotation for that matter. So I think in this space it will be a little bit of a difficult things to do to get that into space, but let us look at the way we can achieve that by just drawing it. So how do we do that? So first thing you need to do, use your annotate, because since you are not going to show 3D for this presentation, so it's just a pure design detail. So you click here and you draw this down. So I'm going to bring it in this way, thinking it that way. So I'm drawing this down complete. So space, so L shape cabinets to be having in this position. So I'm drawing this one like this. So I'm extending this wall. So it's going to be here. Good. So like I need to redefine this space. So since I'm entering from here, there won't be door in this place. So I'm going to select this one and open it white. So as I've done this, so this one, as I've done that, it's going to be something exceptional. So we have done. So press escape. So now this is the fundamental of what I've done, what I've created here. So I'm going to do, sorry. So as I've done with this one now, the next thing for me is to start making use of by creating the template of this. So I'm dedicating my time to kitchen at this position now. So you work towards that. Control Z, so look like this, click, press escape. Good. So now I want to focus my attention on so I'm creating something like electric oven. So I have a circle, design it here, have another circle, design it here. Just a representation, a graphics representation is what we need. So you do this too, and then you do the smallest one here. So you are through with that. So the next thing is that you need to do the wash your hand basin. So wash your hand basin shouldn't be something very difficult for you to do. So you just like drawing the same thing to bring it here by the side. So and then you draw another one in between here. So here you just need to draw a proper line. Then the third line. So here you draw a little bit, and then this one is there as a washing hand basin. So you have already arranged this one in space. So you have this one in order. You have all the other things that you have done. So let's just go and check for more components, like components in the load. So I'm going to just go back there and say library. So what you need here is that plumbing and fixture. So just want to use toilet, bath and shower. So let's just click here and see what we have. So I'm using shower tray, basic and sink. So I think base and sink, they are here. So I'm going to use this small one for that purpose. So upload. So now anywhere I need to have this, I'm going to place them at the right channel on the right corner. So I'm having this one here. So I'm having this one here as well. So I'm getting this one to be public one. So I'm taking this one again to be here. So the next thing I need to do is to upload again. Go to the same kitchen or toilet. So do I need anything here again? So like this one, basic kitchen sink. So you can copy this, you can use this particular one and replace the one that we have created here. So it's going to give a better graphics than this one. So you can use this one now. Just put it here, leave that one. So it made me more busy and more reasonable. So you click here now, you let it rotate. Good. So delete this. So the next thing we need to do is now to bring a dining to this place. So click there and say load. So go back to the furniture. So you select everything according to the way it reads for you. So go to furniture, matrix, so furniture. So go to desk and table. So you get a dining. If there is anyone for you, so select conference. This is conference, reception, look around, dining table. That's what you want. So upload this one and let it have it. So let it upload immediately. Put this in space. So this is where you have your dining. Good. So as people come, they hit and they use this space for every other thing. So that is it for the dining. So the next thing you need to do is to bring all your shower tray into use. So shower tray will be used for in this place. So click on this and go back here and select desktop or library. So plumbing is where you go again. So here you use shower tray of 2D. So you place them where it's supposed to be, like here. Good. Like here. Good. And like here. Good. So the next one is now you're going to bring a WC. So you go back here and inside here say WC and urina. So can use the 2D or 3D, anyone you feel like is okay for you. So I'm going to use this WCC terms. So this one is what I want to use in this space. So I'm going to work on that by clicking here, rotate it, bring it here, because this one you need to work on this so that you'll be able to align with so many things that you need to align with. Good. So we're done with that. So we have 3, so it's done at that point. So the next thing we need to do now, since we have this one, we need to put so many things in order now, because I have too much of unity, unify and something. Let me change this one to, I want to change that one to bat tube. So go to plumbing again. So go to fittings, so add and bat. So I'm going to create, let me just use bat tube, whatsoever that is needed here. Let me use this particular one. So I'm choosing this one. Good. So be here like that. So what I want to do here is that I'm removing this one. This one is going to be the bath. It's not going to be a bath and toilet. It's just going to be a bath. So toilet is different. So wash basin to be here, a small one. So I'm having this one here. So that is it. So you can have here, you can rotate. I want to rotate this one. So create similar. Okay. Delete this. So I want to copy this. Copy. Come and stay here. So this one is just a general bathroom, and everything can be used at that point. So I think I have this one. So I'm not going to use this. I'm going to change this one. So this one is going to serve as a store, whatsoever you want to be for it. So start store for you. So that serve as a store. So for that level, so you change the door, flip the door direction. So that is it. So I think the graphics are coming up to life. So the next thing now to do is to bring the windows into space. So the windows are not going to be something of, so I'm just going to use a window that's similar to what I want to use them for. So like this one, I'm going to come here and select window of 700 by. So this is the window I want to use. So I'm clicking this one now. Check the height. So change the height to proper height. So you can edit it and edit the common thing. So it's okay. Just leave it. So now start and then start. So wherever you need to have window, you need to have the window. Good. So you don't have window in toilets, just leave this one. So I'm going to have this one here, and this one here. Okay. So to living room, you must have window, but you need to add the window. So the dining, you need to have the two as well, and the kitchen. So we're done with the window like that. So the next thing we do here is to change another window again, which is architecture. So change the window to small window of this one. So say save it again. So click here and say the height is 2100. So go to wherever you have them. So put this window here. You see that they are disappearing, so you need to work on that so that they will be visible. So pay attention to the way I'm going to do that now, because it's very important. So for the level that you are not seeing this one, how do you see? So these windows are there but they are not visible. The reason is that your play level, your view range have issues. So come to this property side, do not select anything here, just select the empty space and come to this floor plan. You will see this floor plan here. So you scroll down, and you scroll down, you click on the view range. From this extent, just click on the view range, click that. So the filling, what is affecting you is this cut plane. So you don't need any other thing to work on, just the cut plane. Just click on it and change it, increase it to something like 1000. So you'll be able to call 1850. So you click OK. So when you look around, you see those windows in place. So that is the trick. So you have that, and this one is set. So what you do next is that we want to bring some of the annotating level to this. And how do we do that? Let's go to, so that we create a floor pattern and floor arrangement of different nature. So click on annotate, then region, it says feed the region. So I'm going to use a vertical diagonal fill, so which is okay for me. So I will test it whether what I've done here is okay by selecting this. So take this, all of them around. So what you do, trim everything in detail. So trim everything to detail, trim them to details, trim them to details. So I need this line to be joined, and I need to join this. So you click finish if you are true. So click finish. So edit this one by reducing this. So click here. So edit diagonal axis. So change this one to 90 degree. Then you reduce the size of this one to 4 and 4. So click OK, click OK, and I click OK. So that is it. You have changed the pattern of this one. So this chair is not decided. You can leave it like that, and what you do here, edit this one and say transparent. So what you do is that you go to the background and every other thing that you are doing. So as you are seeing it like that, leave it. So what you just click on, I say right click. So go to graphics, override. So click elements. So at this level, you just click half tone. You can click half tone and say let it apply. Did you see? So the visibility and every other thing. So foreground is still visible. So what do? You click on this aspect and increase the transparency of the surface. So increase it like this, apply. Can you see? So those things are coming up. You can increase it and increase the transparency completely, so that you'll be able to see what you need to see. And insert this one half tone, you don't need it. So let it come back to normal. So that is what you do. But I love that half tone for my own use. And you also do the transparency, that matter. Click OK. So that is it for that. So you can continue wherever you have this one. So for like this toilet, I want to do the same thing for this. So edit that and bring them here. So you can do all, select, so build. This is how you build a project step by steps. So this is a freestyle for you. So I'm just like doing this one so that people can watch towards what I've been doing, the way that I create my design, the way that I assign. So you learn how to build architecturally from this channel constantly. So we give you varieties kind of design in the foreign world, in everything according to the clients come to me as I'm teaching, as I'm designing. So I'm using this experience to gather and teach everybody, so that the whole general architecture will not be strange to anybody. So that is that for that level. So I have this in place. So I want to use it to create partial again. So but say create similar. So select this one. So the partial is not going to be of a dark nature like those ones. So I'm going to select this one and say override this by elements. So the transparency is being there and everything is going to be here. So the visibility of background and things like that. So click OK. So can you see? So the things are different. So that is it. So you can just like bring this a little bit inside, and then just do the same thing here, and do the same thing at this last point. Pure. So what you do next is that you can use this one and leave it that way. So the next annotation we want to do is that you bring a car to this position. So click there, say component. You can select this model in place or family. So let's just look at the entourage. I don't think I have a special car in this place, because most of the cars I use are from the Revit car segment. So let me just use one of these B2 open to make use of it, and so that garage will be stable and be realistic. So arrange that and put it. So that's it. That represents garage for you. So what we need to do now is that we have already done what we need to do. The next annotate is to do is to put all this one labeling into this space. So annotate. So start by using text. So from here I'm starting with this one. I call it partial. So capital partial. Good. So I'm calling this one living room. Good. So I'm calling this one kitchen. Good. So I'm calling this place dining. Good. So I'm calling this one bedroom 1. Good. I'm calling this one garage. Good. So I'm calling this one bedroom 2. Pure. So you can, then I'm calling this one bedroom 3. Good. So press escape. Adjust this one by pressing arrow key on your keyboard and stay like that. So this one is there. So now you can have wardrobe if you still like you want to have wardrobe on some of these edges. So you click here. By annotation, you are still going to be doing all those ones. So you click here and have wardrobe here. So click here and start having wardrobe at this level. Press escape. So this one you just have another rack. You can call this one shoe rack at this place. So this is like a shoe rack. So you stay there, and so that is what we have in this place. So I have done most of this for you to see. Now the next thing I need to do is that I want to start working on a dimensional aspect. So how do we do that? But before dimension, I want to put tag most of this. So I want to put tag on them so that I'll be able to understand what we are doing in a different way. So annotate. So select window and then say, what do we do here now? So select window and say tag by category. So like this is a window. So click on this one. So you can edit this and say window 1. Yes. So window 1 is there. So what you do next is that you select that. Press escape. So go window 1. So everywhere you see window is going to be changing to window 1, window 1, window 1, because they have the same type of window. So window 1, window 1. So that is what you have here. And everywhere those windows are placed. Window 1, window 1, window 1, window 1. So what else do I need to do? So you cannot put window here, because why? This one is different window entirely. So change this one to window 2. Good. Say yes. So wherever you have things like that, so you're going to be window 2. So where is it? This window 1, this window 1. So it automatically recognizes the window 2. So that is how you put what tag on this particular thing. So let us say you want to work on door. So this one will be door now. So you click on this one and say door 1. This door 1. So another door that you put there is going to be door 2 because of different types. So door 2. So wherever you have all this door, it's going to be recognized. So this one is door. You change it to door 3. Door 2. So those are the way. Yes, say yes. So click here and delete it. I don't need you. No. So press escape. Those are the things you do and those are the things you work on. So for the door, I'm not going to do anything on that one for now. So the next thing I need to work on is that I need to do dimension, which is very fundamental. So click on this, insert, and say align. So it's the align that we are going to use. So first I need to do is to do face, so that we select the internal dimension, so that everyone will know dimension of internal partition. So you see 61 by 61, the dining and the kitchen area as their home. So I'm going to put it that way. So are you seeing the busy aspect of this beautiful design? So this one, I did not arch that toilet. I'm coming here back to do that by using the same property for those things. So that is it. It's the busy aspect of it. So what you do now is that you select for the windows and doors, so entirely. So select this one and say opening. So you are going to use width for that. So select A. And you see, drag them up. So it's faster, quicker, and straightforward. So that is Revit for you. It allows you to do your working drawing as quick as you want. So after you have done with this, you can press escape on most of this that is not needed. Like this now, I'm okay with this. I'm okay with this one, but I'm not okay with this. So what I just need to do is to use in the figure to conclude that. So click in the figure. So just press here, press. So that is where you work. It's not everything that you generate automatically. Some are there for you to do it. So that's for a beginner. This is a good guide for you. So you can check most of the tutorial we have done and see how to create more. We have created duplex, we created mansion, we created hotel, so many other things. So the most important thing is that to try as much as possible to be a member of this channel. Select pay to YouTube and everything will be alright for you, and you'll be able to have access, communicate with me, and you'll be able to have access to most of these tools that I have here, especially the templates and the. So that is what I've been encouraging you guys for long. So it's of a great benefit to you because you have access to the file, at the same time have access to most of the library, at least the template file that I'm using to create most of this design that I have. So I have this one now. The next thing is that check whether, can you see? So there's no any line thickness of this wall. So that's what we want to do here now. So on your view, you come on view, so click on visibility graphics. So here you can do it by selecting this, and only thing we have here on this one. So what you do is just like select on wall. So on the wall, cut pattern is what you need to work on. So you just use line. So at the line now, you just use this one is okay for you. So what you need is the width. So select 8 and say okay. Click OK. So when you go back here and select this, can you see the thickness? So that is how you work on that one. So you can decide to change it again. We are going back to change. Let me quickly work on this toilet that I've said before. Edit this, then select. So that I'll be able to have a unified surface area. So click finish. So save again. So good. So all these are set and are set up now. So here is the entry you need to have entrance here, copy. So you can copy this and edit them. So double click on it, it's going to be editable. So control here, then type entry pure. So that is the way you work on that one as well. So this is what you pass through, this is what you gain, this is the dimension, and you can change this one to something like, okay, I don't want this long one, I just want the break line. So click on this, any of these, and say edit. So from the edit, diagonal and tick mark, things like that are what you need to work on. So gap element, witness line, this is what you will do. So say fixed dimension, say apply. Can you see? It changes automatically and it snaps to the original parts. Do you see what I did there? So that is how you work. That is how you change the line gap of whatsoever you are designing. So if you want to change all this this style again, it's possible. So it's work for you the way it work for the remaining side. So that you be able, your graphics will be neat and your drawing will not full of ambiguity of lines. So that is why this one is there. So I want to reduce this one again because it's like too thick for me. So I'm going to press VG. You can press VG on your keyboard. So scroll down accordingly, change the line, then change it back to something like a 6. I think 6 will be okay. So okay, good. So 6 and 7. Let me use 7. It's too tiny for my view. So let me just use 7. 7 is okay. Excuse me. So the annotation of the whole area is here now. We are able to deal with them successfully. So the point is that there is no island of knowledge in whatsoever we do, and this has served as a basic for the rules of our game. So we are able to design a complete floor plan under how many minutes. So this is how you arrange the whole space for yourself. If there's anything that you need that you did not get, you can work on that by yourself and get it done. So the dimension of the garage is not specified, so I'm going to give that in the detail. So complete working drawing is being created in this situation. Good. So that is how we work on it, and that is how it works. So for every other aspect, we are going to be deleting this or hide it. So click here and say select all instance in this view. So select that one and say hide category. So they all gone. Fit, click to fit and see alpha. So here now you select this and say so regional. So this is what is show for you. So this is it. So this is what you are going to be using and paste on a paper page if anytime you want to work on certain things. So you can use that one and say click. So when you say sheet, click on new sheet. So search for one. This one say paper, so you can go there inside the template wherever you have anyone, you can use it. So if you know the dimension of A3 paper, you can do that as well. So but let's just use this and go to title block. So I'm going to select A3 blank. So bring this one into, so A3 blank, click OK. So this is A3 blank. So you just drag, this is where you draw it here, just drag it and put it inside. So sure, it's tape for good. So if you don't want to be seeing this one again, just click on this and say no title. It's gone and it's gone. So you have this in your paper space. The date and everything that's been created is here, and the time and everything that have to be here are very, very much alive. So this is what you are able to do from the beginning. So it's a superb attempt to design, and this is a wonderful things that you need to work on every day of your life. So thanks for watching. Kindly subscribe, as we have said, and at the same time be a member, full-time member, so that you'll be able to have access to what of everything we have been using.